Hello guys, so today what we are trying to achieve is decoding patterns in DS algo. What are these? These are nothing but this will help you to identify a pattern. So what happens when we are sitting in an online assessment and we have given with a limited time and we want to solve problems, right? So what we try to do is first we try to think, okay, is this problem related to the past problem in which we have done it in our past or not, right? So all DS problems are just based on some pattern. If you are able to find out which pattern of it is, then it is most likely to happen you are going to solve it, right? So it is a very I am going to start a what you can say series of such patterns you need to know and you need to understand while going forward in your DS and algo journey. So this is a very first introductory video, right? So it will tell you what topics you need to be get prepared of and what the things you must learn before start this series, right? So let's moving forward. I will just tell you you need to have some basic you can say knowledge of DS, right? Basic knowledge of DS means you must know what is an array, how to access an array. You must know what are stacks. There is something called as queues. You must know what are queues and basic operations. And there is something known as linked list, right? So you must be aware of these four things, and I'm not saying be master of these four things. I'm just saying have some basic knowledge. What are linked lists and what are the basic operations like insert, delete, these things, right? In all these four you can say in all these four data structures, right? If you have these thing in your head, then we are very good to go to decoding patterns in the problem. So generally what happens, right? Suppose there I am sitting in an online assessment, right? And question one comes to me, right? And this question has a pattern in it, right? Every question in computer science, obviously, every question has its pattern, right? So this question one comes to me, and I am asked to solve it, right? And it is saying like, uh, okay, it's saying like reverse a linked list, right? It's saying, okay, reverse a linked list for me, right? Okay, and you are searching how to reverse a linked list and what not, right? So reversing a linked list is just a pattern, right? And based on reversing a linked list, you can able to solve n number of questions. So this type of patterns we are trying to decode here. Okay, one more example I am just trying to give you is right one pattern for stacks which I see, right? So one pattern of example can be it's popping from stack, right. You need to know when to pop and when to push into the stack. So if you know when to pop and when to push, that means you are able to do any questions related to stack, right? So there are majorly two things which you are need to be aware, right? So question number one is sorry the point number one is you need to aware of what the pattern slash what the data structure is being used in it, right? Point number two is you just need to know, you identify what the data structure is involved. You need to identify what the pattern is involved. Pattern means, is it the question want me to reverse this thing, question want me to sort these things out, or question wants me to sort some on the basis of some priority logic, right? So these things, if question wants you right like this, so these are the patterns you need to understand first. And if you understand okay, I need to reverse or I need to sort, right? And then you figure out what data structure is best suitable for this pattern. And then what you will do is you need to find a suitable algorithm for it. Suppose you find out, okay, so the pattern is sorting, and for it, for sorting, okay, I can use stacks also for sorting, right? I can use stacks also for sorting. So I thought, okay, I sort this through stack. Okay, so you find out, okay, the DS, the data structure is going to be stacked. Now the only thing is you need to figure out which algo I need to apply, right? If you figure these three out, it's 99% of the chance you are able to solve that question. And why I am saying 1% is still missing, because there are some edge cases which you need to consider while drafting your solution. That if you have these things in your mind, and then it is very likely possible that you will solve that question. So why I am saying to you this is, I am starting, literally want to start, or I am starting a series for decoding these patterns, right? We will start from data structures. Okay, we will start from data structures. We will see arrays, we will see, then we will see stacks, then we will see queues, and then we will see linked list. Okay, first we will learn some basic operations on them. Okay, then we will learn standard patterns on them. Okay, like one standard pattern is reversing a linked list. Okay, this is very standard. So in this way, we are going with this series, right? Then first we will learn some basic operations. Second we will learn some standard patterns, and then we will practice some standard problems. Okay, so these are what I'm trying to achieve in my upcoming videos and in upcoming sessions, right? So I would like to request you to join in whatever the maximum numbers you can, and let's get started of decoding the patterns, because it's computer science, right? You can't something like, it's not your history. Okay, you just learn something and you read it and you do it. You have to first, you have to read, right? Then you have to learn, right? Then you have to analysis that thing, what your learning is, and then you have to apply, right? It's not a rectification at all. So these four steps are involved, and I am trying to do is, I am trying to replicate, or I am trying to repeat these four steps only, right? First we will focus on reading. Reading means learning these four data structures basic. Then we are going to spend some time on learn. Learn means handling these four data structures in an efficient manner. Then we are going to analyze the thing. Analyze matlab decode the patterns which involve these four data structures, and then apply. Then we will solve some standard problems, right? Our all the learning curve will be on these four parameters only. Okay, so get your bag, start with me, and let's decode some patterns in these algo. Okay, why I am saying you have to learn some patterns, because if you don't learn patterns, right? If you don't learn patterns, then what is will gonna happen if you don't learn patterns, right? If you don't learn patterns, then what will happen? You most likely not going to solve a new problem which coming in your exams or coming to you, right? So it is very important to understand the patterns, analyze the patterns, and apply the patterns. Okay, so now I'm just going to say what I am trying to do is, so every Saturday I will come up some videos. I will come up some videos, okay, that will having DS basic. Okay, then we will identify the patterns involving DS basics. So how we are going to write? First, I am going to tell you what is an array and some operations on array, like sorting and all, right? Then I am going to tell you some patterns of array that you might likely to seen in your exams. Then we are going to do some questions of it, okay? And then we will move to the second data structure, that is text, and repeating the above three steps for the stack. And then we will move to queues, repeating above three for queues. And then we will move to the linked list, ll l dot l, and repeating above 3 steps for the linked list. So this is going to be our curve. One Saturday we will gonna learn this, another Saturday this, another Saturday this, and every Saturday. So you can say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So 12 Saturdays I am planning. Okay, so this is my plan: 12 Saturdays, 12 topics, and you are all set to step for your online assessments and all, right? So yeah, that's all from my side. Good. Have a good day.